Y'all, we are not only blessed with one, but two game sevens on Sunday? Are you kidding me? The basketball gods themselves have blessed us basketball fans, with not one, but two game sevens. I mean, you can't ask for anything more. You can't ask for nothing more, bro. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. You feel me? But woo-wee. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna lie. This second round series has been they've been amazing, bro. They've absolutely been amazing, bro. Wait, like the level between the first round and the second, there's a damn fly in my room interrupting me as I'm talking to the people. Sorry. But like the level of competition between the first round and second round is like night and day. It's night and day. It's so different. It's incredibly different, y'all. But welcome back. First and foremost, we gotta get to the meat first. Pause. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get to the main course. Denver, Minnesota, Game 7 tomorrow night. Ooh, I don't know who's gonna win, y'all. Let me know in the comment section who you go for, who y'all got, why I got them. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? Like, to me, you couldn't have scripted this series any better. Like, you really couldn't. Minnesota, the first two games, go into Denver and get two games. The first game was like kind of close. Anthony Edwards had like 43, I think, in game one. Then you got game two. Minnesota blows the doors off of Denver. I didn't even know that was possible. I didn't know it was possible for Denver to lose by 20 points. You feel me? I didn't know it was possible. And then you get to the game three when the Minnesota is rocking, the crowd going crazy, all that. They have a good opportunity to go up 3-0, and we all know what happens when we go up 3-0. But here comes Denver. You know, after they went up 2-0, I heard a lot of y'all ESPN folks, you feel me, talking about Denver's gonna get swept. Like as if Nikola Jokic is on the other side. As if they aren't the reigning champions. You feel me? You see why you should subscribe to me instead of them? You feel me? I'm gonna give it to you real. Like, Denver, even though they were down 0-2, I trust in the champions, the guys who have proven it. Even though they weren't champions in 2020, like, these guys have come back down from 3-1 two times. And I don't care what people say about the bubble. The bubble is real. Okay, this is a team that has faced adversity. Maybe not as recently as the last couple of years, but they have faced adversity before. They've played together before. They know what it takes to win. And they go out there game 3 and game 4 and steal 2 on the road. 2 on the road, bro. Like, and now I'm like, whoa, all you people, Minnesota's gonna sweep. Where y'all at now? Where y'all at now, bro? This is why you can't overreact after 2-0 series, bro. You can't overreact, okay? So Denver gets back into it. Jamal Murray, who has been struggling all playoffs, we'll get to him a little later, but he finally has a good game. Jokic plays well. Aaron Gordon gave them a really good game. He had basically missed 3 shots in 2 games. They all gave you enough. Their defense, they are a top 7-8 defense when they're playing at a high level. We all know that. And then you go back to Denver, game 5, and Jokic puts on an absolute masterclass, bro. That's one of the best. That might be the best game I've ever seen Jokic play with my own eyes. Watching him for years, I've never seen him, to me, that's what Jokic looks like when he is in a score first mentality. And the crazy thing is, he had 10 plus assists. He had 13 assists that game. 40 points, 13 assists. He only missed 6 shots. But when he was looking to score, bro, when he had Gobert on him, because the way Minnesota's playing defense, I know people might be, because Gobert won Defense Player of the Year again, his 4th one. And such, but the way Minnesota plays defense, the reason why Karl Anthony Towns is guarding Jokic and instead of Gobert is just due to the fact that you want to take away that easy lob pass that Jokic makes to Aaron Gordon. It's the reason why Aaron Gordon is being guarded by Rudy Gobert. Okay, you want Rudy Gobert in a help position versus the Denver Nuggets, because as you can see, when Jokic and Gobert's 1-on-1, and listen, nobody can stop Nikola Jokic. Nobody. He's the best player on the planet for a reason. But you see, he's very much comfortable bullying Gobert because he has the footwork, he has the size, he has to touch inside the basket. Obviously, he can step out to the three in the mid range and all that. He's a 3-level scorer. He has everything. He has an entire bag. But when you double team him, which they didn't do in Game 5, which is part of the reason why Jokic was able to have 40 points. Is Gobert is such a good help defender, and if Jokic wants to do a dump off pass for Aaron Gordon, who stays in a dunker spot a lot, and if you watch the Denver Nuggets, you know Aaron Gordon gets a mess ton of lobs from Jokic. But if you can double team him from there, or double team him from one of the guards, either it's Kyle Anderson or Nickeil Alexander-Walker, or Anthony Edwards, like it's better. It's better. Having Gobert in the help position is better for this team, for this series. Okay? So chill. But Jokic puts on the masterclass. They won 3 straight now. Then you get to Game 6. And yes, this is a real score. I'm about to say a real score, okay? 70-115. The Denver Nuggets lose by 45 points. I told you I didn't know Denver could lose by 20. I didn't know. You thought I think Denver was going to lose by 40? 45? The game started. It was 9-2. Denver was rolling. And then from then on, literally from 9-2 on, they went on a when I say they, I mean Minnesota Timberwolves went on a crazy run, bro. A crazy run. They started with their defense. Defensive masterclass. This is the reason why they were the number 1 defense all season long. Okay? The turnovers, the help defense, the rotations were tight. Everything was set, everything was sound. The Denver Nuggets looked extremely uncomfortable. I think Denver was settling a lot. They were like Jokic make one pass to Murray and Murray would just shoot it. And they weren't bad looks, but like this offense works better when, you know, they can make multiple passes and get guys open and stuff like that. And Jokic would just throw it past Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon shoots 3. He misses. Jamal Murray, who was awful, would take a 3 and miss it. And you have Michael Porter Jr., who has not been good in this series compared to the Lakers series in the first round. He would miss. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, and they didn't really get much from their bench. Christian Brown had a dunk in the fourth quarter, and that was like their first bench points of the entire game. And by that time, they were already down by like 30. This team is really relying heavily on their starting group, and Minnesota did a good job of shutting that down because their bench obviously is not doing anything. And to get back to the Denver starters, I have said before, they are the best starting lineup in the league. No disrespect to the Boston Celtics, who obviously would be the other team in the conversation, but the continuity and all that, we've seen these guys win championships before together last season. They're like a minus 50 in these playoffs, or a minus 23 in these playoffs. They are minus 50 in this series. This starting lineup has not been as dominant as it was last year or for most of this regular season. They just haven't been. And I think a big part of that is Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray shooting 39% in the playoffs. 39% in the entire playoffs. Yes, he's dealing with a calf injury, but even before the calf injury, like even in the Lakers series, he was not shooting well. In this series, he's not shooting well. You got to give credit to Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is picking him up, and he has him locked up. Like, he's making it very tough on him. Even if Nickeil Alexander-Walker is on him, you put Jaden McDaniels on him. Like, everybody is making it tough for him one-on-one. If they run a Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic pick and roll, which obviously we know is all deadly, they're letting Jamal Murray do what he wants, but he still can't, because they don't want Jokic to get the ball back in the middle of the floor and then do whatever he wants. But they're letting Jamal Murray go, and he just hasn't been able to produce. Again, I know he's injured, but everybody's injured at this point. Everybody dealing with a little something. He just has to be better. Michael Porter Jr. has to be better for Game 7. I'm not sure who's going to win. Probably lean Denver. Game 7 at home. But I can't, obviously, with them winning 2 games already in Denver, I can't put it past Minnesota to win this game. I really can't. This series, I think this is going to be the best playoff series. Even if we go to the conference finals and the finals, I don't think either of those are going to surpass this Denver Nuggets series. I may be wrong. I would love to be proven wrong. You know, I love good basketball. I love competition. But this series has been amazing. Game 7, Minnesota basically played the exact same way you did in Game 6. The exact same way. Jaden McDaniels gave them really big offensive firepower. He has to do that. He has to look to get 10 shots. He has to make them threes. Anthony Edwards was dominant. Karl-Anthony Towns only had 10 points, but I thought he played a pretty good game. He wasn't out of control. Sometimes he has these crazy turnovers, falls on the ground, looks for a foul, and you're not helping your team. And then also foul trouble. Karl-Anthony Towns, don't be in foul trouble. They need you. Okay, so you play like that. Mike Conley was a big help as well. He just such a calming factor for this team. They trust him so much. He can make threes. He doesn't turn the ball over. He's so smart with the basketball. Like, this team functions incredibly different with when Mike Conley is not on the floor. So they just need to keep playing like they did in Game 6, and they'll help, and it'll be worth it. They might upset, because I'm pretty sure everybody picked Denver. Some people probably picked Minnesota, but a lot of people going to this series pick Denver. And this team, Minnesota, they're an elite team. They pushed Denver to the brink for sure, and can't put it past them to beat the Denver Nuggets for sure. So I can't wait for that game. And then last night, you had the Game 6 between Indiana and the Knicks. The Knicks get blown out. Quick recap. Pascal Siakam had a really good game, 25 points. They just don't really have anybody to guard Siakam. You know what I'm saying? Like, Josh Hart does a fine job, but OG Anunoby is the one guy that could probably guard Pascal Siakam. He's obviously injured, so you have Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets hurt. He has an abdominal injury right here. So we'll see his status for tomorrow. I bet he tries to play through it just because that's the kind of guy he is. But they're running out of bodies, man. They don't have Julius Randle. They don't have OG Anunoby. They don't have Bogdanovich. They don't have Mitchell Robinson. I feel like I'm missing somebody. But now Josh Hart is hurt. Everybody in their rotation is hurt. They're gonna need to find a way offensively, man. Dante DiVincenzo is gonna have to pull up like 20 points. What's his name? Josh Hart, if he plays, like, can he give like a 15 and 10? Isaiah Hartenstein give like a 15 and 10, you know? Alec Burks, who has been pretty good this series, he didn't play until Game 3. Comes in, gives them really good minutes. Can he give you something off the bench? Miles McBride has been playing really pretty good. He's been giving you a lot more offensively than I thought. Someone help Jalen Brunson out. It's tough. It's really tough. It's very unfortunate that a lot of guys are getting hurt for the Knicks, but they're gonna need to, one, play better defense. I thought they got killed in the paint by the Indiana Pacers. I thought they were getting killed. I thought like TJ McConnell and Aaron Nesmith and Andrew Nembhard, Miles Turner, I thought all of them were getting way too many easy buckets in the paint. Whether it was pick and roll or just straight line drive to the basket. The Knicks have to do a better job of keeping their guys in front of them on the perimeter and then contesting well at the basket. I thought Miles Turner got too many easy looks. Obi Toppin got a lot of easy looks. TJ McConnell, who was like a damn killer off the bench, he got too many good looks. And so I thought they just got really the Pacers got really comfortable in their offense. The Knicks have to do a better job on that end in terms of slowing down Indiana's offense, making them play a little slower. But the Knicks, I'm not gonna give the Knicks still have a good chance to win. They still have a good chance to win. I'm not gonna put it past them. A big reason why Indiana was able to take this game in that fashion is just because they rebounded the basketball. The entire Knicks playoff run, or to be honest, not even their playoff run. Just their part of their identity is second chance points, offensive rebounds. Isaiah Hartenstein, Josh Hart, even Dante DiVincenzo, Mitchell Robinson. Unfortunately, some of these guys are hurt, but like these guys really do well to get on the offensive glass. And I thought in Game 5 when Jalen Brunson had that 44 piece and they blew out the Pacers, they got out rebounded so much, and a lot of it was they had like 20 offensive rebounds, and that's way too many. That's way too many offensive rebounds. The Pacers did a very good job of everybody rebounding the ball. Nobody stare and stop and watch. Like when the ball is in the air coming off the rim, everybody needs to come get it. Gang rebound, all that. Because I know they want to run. So sometimes you might not box out well, but everybody box out well. Everybody grab the rebound and just run. You know what I'm saying? So they did a very good job on that end of the floor. They weren't a good defensive team the whole season. They really weren't. But they did a good job of pressuring the Knicks, picking up full court. Jalen Brunson, he did struggle in the first half, got it going in the second half, but because he's just a problem solver. He really is a problem solver. He's gonna find ways to get to his spots, attack any angle. But Aaron Nesmith, T.J. McConnell have done a good job of pressuring the Knicks guards. Full court press. Miles Turner, again, part of good defense is rebounding the basketball. Okay, defensive rebounds, offensive rebounds. Like there's a reason why there's a distinction. You don't get a defensive stop unless you get a defensive rebound. So that is a part of it. You force the miss, you get the rebound, boom, you get a defensive stop. You get a bunch of those in a row, you can start running. And the Pacers offense, we all know how fast it is, how prolific it is. They have games like they did in Game 6. So we'll see tomorrow night what they can do. Tonight we have the OKC and the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas is up 3-2. They'll be at home tonight. I guess a couple takeaways from that series is Oklahoma City, their offense just hasn't been as efficient as it was during the regular season. They were a top 5 offense. A lot of it was just because of how efficient, how together they were. They were the best 3-point shooting team in the league. They're a very good jump shooting team because Shea and J-Dub are really good mid-range shooters. But you got to credit Dallas's defense as the reason why OKC's offense hasn't been that good. I don't think their defense has been awful. I really don't. It's their offense that has been the problem. Let me just say this. Kyrie got drafted in what? 2011, I think. If I'm wrong, let me know. But Kyrie's been in the league for over a decade now. He's 32 years old. This is the best defense Kyrie Irving has ever played in the NBA, and it's not close. Kyrie isn't even scoring that much, and I think he's playing phenomenal. I really do. He's only averaging like 14 points in the series. He hasn't had big scoring games like he did against the Clippers in the first round. He just is playing some really good defense. On ball pressure. He's poking the ball away. He has good speed. Like he obviously, you see how fast he is. He has good foot speed. I think he even has good hand speed. He really. Sorry guys, I'm watching the WNBA game. We got the Vegas and the Los Angeles Sparks. Ooh, Angela Wilson made it 3. Let's go. You have the Dallas Mavericks playing fantastic defense. Kyrie playing defense. Even Luka is playing better defense. Even though he's hurt, he looks a little slow sometimes. But in Game 5, he was in absolute control of the game on offense. Derrick Jones Jr. has been playing fantastic defense. He's probably their best defender, honestly, on the entire team. He's the best on-ball defender. He's the best perimeter defender. He's been guarding Shea, I think, well enough. Shea still put up 30, but the guy's an MVP candidate. He's one of the best players in the world. Shea he's hard to stop, but I think Derrick Jones Jr. has made it difficult enough on him. Then you have like PJ Washington and Derek Lively, who has been fantastic this entire playoffs. his defense, his rebounding, the lob catching, even the perimeter defense. When he's outside the paint and he's like switched on to somebody else, I think he moves his feet very well. He has so much length. He has so much athleticism. I think he knows how to use it well. I don't think he's out of control ever. He's just he seems like a really smart young guy for the Mavericks. Very good pick, home run pick for sure. Shout out to those guys and Jason Kidd. You gotta shout out really Jason Kidd and the team for basically being a two-way team, a team that's really good on offense and really good on defense. Jason Kidd, to shout him out a little bit more, when the Dallas Mavericks made the conference finals in 2022, the year the Warriors won the championship, they were the 7th best defense. The Dallas front office gave Jason Kidd enough players to make a really good defense. Last year, they weren't a good defense. They didn't even make the playoffs. Obviously, they tanked for Derek Lively, which, if you're going to tank, you better nail your pick, and they did. So, shout out to them. You trade for Daniel Gafford. You trade for PJ Washington, who wasn't looked at as a defensive player while he was in Charlotte, but I think, to me, because a lot of people were down on that trade, I wasn't. I think PJ Washington is very good. As you can see, he see how helpful he is for the Dallas Mavericks on both ends of the floor. The guy can shoot. He's athletic. He has size. All things every team wants in the NBA. And so when you're playing for an organization like Charlotte, no offense, Charlotte Hornet fans, you're not playing for anything. They're a team that's rebuilding, so a lot of that potential may be looking bad because you're not in a good situation. You take him out of there, you put him in a good situation for the Dallas Mavericks, and you see how effective he can be. I would say he's an average to a little above average defender, but I would say more average. Average defender. He moves his feet well. I don't think he's a cone, as Patrick Beverley likes to say. So that was such a home run pick. And then Daniel Gafford, athletic 6'10" guy, a high level backup center. He's been really good all season for them. You can't help but shout out the front office and shout out Jason Kidd for putting together this team and putting together a system that helps them succeed. If OKC wants to get back in this series, they're just going to have to find a way to be better on the offensive end. Dallas is not giving them much. They're giving up mostly like mid-range shots. They're not guarding anybody on the three besides like Isaiah Joe. They're sagging off Josh Giddey, who's been benched. They're sagging off Shea even a little bit. They're sagging off Chet Holmgren, who has made like 3 threes in the entire series. He is not shooting well from 3. Lou Dort as well. Like, Jalen Williams hasn't really had a big offensive game this series, so he's been pretty quiet on offensive end. Their 3-point shooting, they kind of need to hit shots. And a lot of them might be tough shots because Dallas again isn't giving them anything easy. But let's see if they can hit a couple more threes. To open the space, open up the floor a little bit for Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams to get to the basket and get to the free throw line and get to their mid-range shots. Like that's what they're gonna have to do it the hard way on offense. But they're capable of doing it. If not, you might have to rely on Shea and especially Jalen Williams to just really have like monster games. Especially if Luka is gonna play like he did in Game 5. Like, they're gonna need like a masterpiece from Shea and from Jalen Williams to really propel them into forcing a Game 7. It's gonna be tough, but it's possible. They're a young team, but they're extremely well coached. They have a good roster. Those guys are gonna need to step up on the offensive end. Again, defensively, they're fine. I really do think they're fine. I don't really have much complaints on them. They've been winning their turnover battle. Last game, Dallas had way more turnovers than the Oklahoma City Thunder. But again, Oklahoma City couldn't really capitalize because they haven't been shooting the ball as efficiently as they have been throughout the regular season. So they can get back a little bit to being more efficient, hitting a few more threes here, hitting a few more threes there. Sort of opening up the floor. Jalen Williams, you have to have a good game. they can get back into this series for sure. So those are all the series going on right now. I didn't get to Boston because we all know Boston was going to beat Cleveland. They beat them in 5. Donovan Mitchell got hurt, so it was over from then. He was cooking too. He was averaging 30 points in the playoffs before he hurt his calf. So, but Boston's gonna win either way. They're sitting at home waiting for this Knicks Indiana series to end to see who they're gonna play. Those are all the games that happened. Again, tonight Dallas OKC. Tomorrow, we got both the game 7s. I'm excited. WNBA basketball is here too. You know, I'm a big WNBA fan. I don't know if I've ever said that, but I really am. So, lots of basketball to get to. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Remember, are you really gonna get this kind of content from ESPN? No. Okay, so make sure y'all follow. Hey, turn on post notification bell so you know exactly when I post. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.